What's going on, y'all? It's the Kid J Nolan here. Hey man, before we get into anything in this video, make sure that you like and share it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get all updates. Hit the post notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Man, oh man, this music industry is a very tough place to survive, especially for rappers that came out in the early 90s, the early 2000s. They didn't have a lot of financial literacy. They didn't have a lot of music business education out there. They didn't have people like me trying to break this stuff down. Didn't have all of the internet and all of the vast resources that are available. So now we got to talk about Young Buck and his issue with 50 Cent, their financial dispute. And unfortunately, Young Buck has been in a bad place for a while, but now it's to the place where he actually has to sell his catalog in order to pay off his debts that's owed to 50 Cent and others that have fronted him money in the past. So allhiphop.com has this exclusive story, and they say rap star Young Buck will be selling his catalog to satisfy his debts in his ongoing bankruptcy case. Will 50 Cent end up owning the rapper's music? So this is kind of crazy. I didn't even know that this was even in the conversation, but let's keep going. They say the music of David Darnell Brown, popularly known as Young Buck, is heading to the auction block as part of a plan to satisfy his creditors, including 50 Cent. This move comes after a series of financial difficulties that forced the rapper to seek bankruptcy protection in early 2020. Allhiphop.com can confirm that the catalog, comprised of performance royalties, mechanical royalties, publishing royalties, song copyrights, etc., was valued at over $700,000 by SongVest, which is a brokerage firm specializing in selling music royalties. I know about SongVest. They've been around for the greater part of maybe like 5-6 years, if not longer. I think Eminem was one of the first artists to actually list his music on SongVest. This was one of the first projects that allowed regular everyday fans to come out and invest in artists, because you could get a valuation on what your music is worth, and you could have everyday people invest into your catalog and receive residuals off of it. This is way before the NFT craze, before a lot of this Web3 stuff, before all the sound royalties and all these other companies came about. SongVest was out here. Trustee Erica R. Johnson believes that the catalog sale will generate sufficient funds to pay off all creditors, including 50 Cent, whom Young Buck reportedly owes about $250,000. As part of the plan, SongVest will be engaged to facilitate the sale to a private network of approximately 30 investors. Now, as I stated before, Young Buck filed for bankruptcy back in 2020. This happened on the heels of a rough 2019, which saw the rapper spending time in jail and grappling with significant debts, including child support and obligations to the IRS. Man, Young Buck been battling with the IRS for a long time. Didn't know he had so many child support issues, but it seems like a lot of rappers, a lot of entertainers seem to have that issue. Unfortunately for Buck, he has spent quite a bit of time jailed as well. Ever since he left G-Unit and went back to Cashville, Nashville, Tennessee, it seems like he can't seem to stay out of trouble. He'll be out for a year or two at a time. He'll release a project. He's gotten back with G-Unit, done tours, done albums. Next thing you know, he's back in Nashville, back in trouble. It's rough out here for Buck. In July of 2021, Young Buck was accused of withholding royalty statements from ASCAP and hiding $35,000 paid out to his publishing company called Mouthful of Ice. Additional allegations surfaced suggesting that Young Buck failed to report significant income received post-bankruptcy, including $108,000 from Sound Exchange, over $32,000 from Selecto Hits, and upwards of $47,000 in royalties from Universal Music Publishing. So all this money coming in, for those of y'all that actually seen Young Buck on Vlad TV interview where he talked about his relationship with 50, how 50 Cent and Shy Money claimed that Young Buck made over $10 million in his career. He said he never received any royalties ever as an artist on G-Unit. I don't know what Buck is talking about, because clearly this report here says otherwise. He's getting royalties from multiple agencies and quite a bit of it, approximately $200,000 right there. Of course, for the rapper lifestyle, $200,000 isn't that significant. We'll say that with quotations, because $200,000 is significant for anybody. But when you're trying to uphold a certain lifestyle, perhaps he's living in a home that needs to be paid off and it's a very expensive home. I don't know. I know he had significant car debts, vehicles that were repossessed by the IRS at one point, a lot of stuff like that. So when you get yourself that deep in a hole, $200,000 does not seem that much, but damn it, man. I really feel like you should be able to downsize and live a pretty good life if this is the type of residuals you have coming in off your career. As the bankruptcy proceedings continue, the trustee maintained that these funds rightfully belong to the bankruptcy estate and should have been used to pay off Young Buck's debts. If approved by the courts, Young Buck's catalog could fetch almost $1 million, with the broker set to receive 10% of the gross proceeds from the sale. Upon finding a buyer, the trustee will seek court approval on the sale by filing a separate motion. So SongVest is going to get approximately $100,000 just for brokering this deal, just for helping him find investors to put this money up. That is a very nice position to be in. Unfortunately, this isn't the best news for Young Buck. Parting ways with your catalog is harsh, especially at such a low number. When you see big artists coming out and selling their catalogs for $50 million, $40 million, $30 million, and you're only going to sell yours for about $1 million, and most of that money is going to be used to pay off all your debt. If not all of that money is going to be used to pay off your debts. I'm sure at night he's probably thinking to himself, I should have made better decisions with my money. This is one of the issues that 50 Cent has continued to have with former members of G-Unit. This is why he's disbanded G-Unit. He feels like he was used. He feels like he gave so many people opportunities, gave them life-changing chances, and none of them are around to this day. None of them seem to have the same level of work ethic that 50 Cent has. None of them have parlayed their success into other ventures the same way that 50 has. So now he's just going about it all alone, doing G-Unit films, and that's that. Prayers up for Young Buck. I hope things can turn around. I hope that you're able to rebound and get your life in order, and hopefully you can have a good life with your children, your grandchildren. But it doesn't seem like things are going to get too much better because he's selling away his song catalog, which means that all residuals from henceforth he won't be able to collect on, which is really rough, you know? And this is where Buck is going to have to try to find some other ventures to get into, or he's going to find himself getting a regular job, being back on the streets with regular common folks like you and me, which I would hate to see. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will see y'all on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace. Beautiful people, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the content. Make sure that you're liking and sharing these videos. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the post notification bell so you get all updates. For all of my artists, my artist managers, songwriters, producers, etc. If you need a little bit of extra help with your career, man, make sure that you visit pengameelite.com, okay? That's my website and my community for all upcoming rising music creators. I got 2 books on there, the Pen Game Portfolio Volume 1 and 2. They're going to give you a lot of insights into the music industry, how to monetize your career, how I make my money off of music, because I am a full-time artist outside of doing YouTube videos. If you need some direct help, you can also book a consultation with me on the Pen Game Elite website, and I also have a Pen Game Elite membership. The free tier gives you access to all of these videos that I post on YouTube and a community of people where you can engage. But I do have the membership plus, okay? You can join that for $50 a month or $500 a year, and I will actually go in and do all of the grunt work for you. If you're not registering your songs on your PROs, if you're not with Song Trust or the MLC, if all your collection agencies and all of that stuff are not up to par or up to date, I will go in there and update all of that for you. If you need help uploading your music to a distributor like DistroKid, United Masters, etc., and you've been making mistakes, you've been claiming content ID on material that you really don't own, hey man, stop stealing people's money. If you do this stuff the right way, you're gonna make it anyway, okay? You can join the membership plus, and again, I will do the work for you, and you're gonna get a free consultation every month just for joining. You're also gonna get the 2 books for free soon as you join the membership plus. All right, much love and respect. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.